Welcome to Celebrity Investing, your go-to source for insights, tips, and updates on navigating the exciting landscape of personal and global finance. Please like, share, and subscribe for more exclusive content. Everybody loves the idea of a unique investment, especially one involving land. The concept of owning property within a micronation, a self-declared state not recognized by world governments, often sounds too good to pass up. Think hidden islands or grand plans for sovereignty. It's quite alluring. A micronation is simply a small entity claiming to be a country. While many micronations are harmless hobbies or quirky protest art, others run elaborate and often deceptive real estate schemes. These ventures promise ownership and often citizenship, but usually deliver very little. They aren't legitimate investment opportunities. We're here to warn you about these risky deals in this video. It's important you have the right information before considering any purchase. We'll show you how to spot these fake land sales so you can protect your hard-earned money from outright scams. Red flags, unmasking the fake sovereignty land deals. When someone offers you an official-looking deed to a parcel of sovereign land, the biggest issue is usually not the land itself, but the lack of authority behind the deed. These schemes sell a fantasy, often based on flawed legal arguments or outright fabrication, not actual real estate. Understanding these core deception points will save you money and headaches. We look at the top indicators that you are dealing with a property scam disguised as a nation-building project. The unrecognized nation sticker shock, why paper deeds mean nothing. The fundamental problem with buying land from a micronation is that sovereignty is not negotiable by private individuals. True sovereignty requires recognition from established world powers and key international bodies, mainly the United Nations. A piece of paper called a deed of title signed by the president of an unrecognized micronation is legally worthless outside the immediate community of that micronation's adherents. It carries no weight if you need to enforce ownership, get a building permit, or settle a property dispute. Here's why these deeds are empty promises. Lack of legal jurisdiction. If a micronation is located within the physical borders of a recognized country, that country maintains full legal jurisdiction. The supposed new country's laws, courts, and land titles are ignored by the actual authorities. No international standing. Without global recognition, the micronation cannot issue valid passports, coin stable currency, or sign enforceable treaties. They cannot grant titles that override established national land registries. Transferring title is impossible. If you buy a plot, you cannot legally sell it or pass it on using the micronation's title. Any legitimate bank, title company, or government agency will reject the paperwork because the seller did not have the legal authority to convey the land. Essentially, you pay real money for an imaginary asset backed by imaginary laws. Schemes selling unowned or public land, the biggest trap. Many micronation scams operate on a simple premise. They sell property that they do not legally possess. This often falls into two main categories: selling land already owned privately and selling government land. Sometimes scammers pick a remote or inaccessible piece of land and start selling titles to it. This land might be part of a national forest, a state park, or property owned by a private family who never listed it for sale. Fraudsters hope that because the land is remote, the actual owners won't notice the fake sales until the operation has disappeared. To check if the land is legitimate, use the resources of the recognized jurisdiction. Local land records. Every established government has public land registries, known as the Assessor's Office or Registrar of Deeds. You should be able to search the property address, parcel ID, or legal description to find the actual legally registered owner. Verify ownership chains. A legitimate land sale must show a clear, recorded chain of ownership back to a government patent. Micronation deeds almost always skip this official chain, presenting a title based on a self-declared modern founding document. If the land is clearly marked in public records as belonging to a recognized government entity, any claim of private micronation ownership is automatically false. Do not rely on documents from the seller. Always verify the title with the legitimate governing body. Hidden fees and citizenship bundles, the upfront cost climb. A major signal that you are dealing with a scam is an aggressive focus on non-land-related fees. True property transactions involve standard closing costs, taxes, and recording fees. Fake sovereignty deals often tack on mandatory non-refundable charges that inflate the initial investment and function purely as profit extraction. Mandatory citizenship purchase. Many micronations require you to buy citizenship or a passport bundled with the land. These fees are usually higher than the land itself and are non-refundable, securing profit for the scammers regardless of whether you ever visit or use the land. Symbolic accessory requirement. They might force you to purchase official flags, seals, notary services, or customized currency to finalize the deal. These items are often overpriced and offer zero legal or practical value, but increase the feeling of legitimacy. Escrow avoidance. Legitimate real estate transactions use third-party escrow accounts to protect funds until the title is transferred. Scammers almost always demand immediate direct deposit or cryptocurrency payments, meaning if the sale falls apart, your money is gone instantly. When the seller seems more interested in getting money for stamps, flags, and non-refundable fees than in the complex legal steps required to transfer actual real estate, you are likely facing a fee-harvesting scheme. The actual land sale is a thin veneer to hook you into paying upfront fees. If an offer sounds too good, that's your first warning. Keep your documents, ask questions, and don't rush a purchase. Stay tuned for part 2. Stay tuned and continue to watch our videos to gain valuable insights into the world of finance. Subscribe, like, and share to continue your journey to financial success.